Hey guys, welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Missions, Eggman Edition. Next stage for him is the Sand Ocean. And we're starting off, as always, with the Collect 100 Ring mission. Always remember to get the rings back there, as well as the lights. Lives are awesome too. As you notice, I have 42 of them right now. Let's just say, doing missions, you tend to get a lot of lives when you're doing multiple takes. And that guy almost creamed me. Anyway, I just wanted that balloon there. I'm not going to spend the time to get that line of rings down that way, because in my experience, that line of rings is not worth the time it takes to get them. And I'm sure you remember me saying that the boosters make this level so much easier. Oh, they really do though. Seriously. I don't have to wait for most of these stupid floating platforms. I can just go to them whenever I want. Not all of them. Some of them you do have to wait for, like in the Lost Chao sequence, there's one you have to wait. But for the most part, man, my impatient instincts are being fulfilled in full. Just go when you want to go. Anyway, this 100 ring mission takes a little bit longer than the one in Iron Gate. But don't worry, it's still well short of the length of the entire level. As is the Lost Chao mission, but we'll get to that later. 20 rings at once, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh my god, it feels so good to have the boosters. I wanted to scream when I was playing the level, not having boosters. Every time I start a new file, it really gets me. That's the one thing that gets me every time. It's like I have to play this level and wait for the stupid moving platforms. One thing to note about missions is that the Gold Beetle, and I used to think this was not true, but apparently it is. Gold Beetle is still in the same spot as he is in the story mode. And with that, we have 100 rings. Is that a GUN flag in the back? Okay, this is just registering in my mind. All throughout the level are GUN flags, scattered around the exterior of Eggman's base. How have they not found it yet? What's going on with that? Are those flags there because they've set up camps there while searching for the base? Why are they announcing their presence? I have so many questions regarding these flags. Anyway, we are now in the Lost Chao version of this level. And no, it's not the Mystic Melody that's right off to the left on the first spinning platform. No, that's the statue next to where you actually get the Mystic Melody for the first time, and that transports you to some random point after the level. Not after the level. That'd be amazing. That would be the best Mystic Melody ever. No, at a certain point farther into the level. In doing that, you might think, oh, I'll get a great time bonus, I'll finish the level so quickly. It doesn't help. You're not going to get an A rank if you do that, because you wouldn't have amassed all the points you would have gotten from destroying the enemies in between, and that's far more important in shooting levels than your time. Anyway, the Mystic Melody statue we are looking is the second one in this level, and I believe those are the only two Mystic Melodies in this entire level. And just smack that Gold Beetle, because that's what we do. And the Mystic Melody is just straight off this spinning platform. And while I didn't fail to notice it, for some reason I thought I remembered it being more noticeable of a platform to go to. Anyway, don't hit that spring as you're going onto it. That spring just brings you back to the spinning platform. You want to jump, and this thing gets about halfway back towards you, and then fire at these steel containers so you can get across. Because otherwise, they'll just ruin your day. And you'll go into the quicksand, and bye. And the Lost Chao is just right up here, surrounded by torches. Look at him. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall off the edge there. What was that item? It was probably a life. Not that important.
Now you know why
I have enough. To be sure. And I'll get many more. I'll probably have 99 by the time I'm done with all the missions. Trust me. Especially when I do multiple takes and I redo it again and again. Exiting level without using a restart. Because restart uses up a life. I don't know if you guys knew that, but if you go to the pause menu and you hit restart, you go right back to the beginning of the level, but you lose a life. If you exit altogether, you keep the lives that you gained playing the level, and you don't lose the level for quitting. Very interesting. Yes. Anyway, we're on the time limit right now. I am trying to remember if this one actually affected the way I played. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure it was one of those silly time limits that didn't matter at all. It just meant that for this mission I had a more lenient window for getting a score than I would have playing it on story mode. Yeah. But you know, not every level could be hard as heck. Unless you're playing Dark Souls. Anyway, I love that. Because I do love a challenge in a game. That's just like comedic to me, watching that. It's so hard, it's ridiculously funny. But I'm sure many people who play it actually all the way through are less amused by it than I am. I'm sure they do more cursing than laughing at that. Anyway, here's the thing though about doing the missions 4 and 5 after missions 2 and 3. So missions 2 and 3, you're used to just getting something done and not having to go through the entire level. Missions 4 and 5, it forces you to go back through the entire level again, and you're not used to it. It's longer than you remembered, and you're like, I just want to be done after a minute and 20 of doing something really fast. But no, you have to go through the entire level again. Yeah, makes it seem a little bit longer, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yep, these car guys, I swear. As a kid, I hated those car guys almost as much as I hated artificial chaos. Because I wouldn't be smart enough as a kid to destroy them right away before they would start charging at me, and you know, that would cause problems. But you know what? You do a lot of things as a kid. But you guys can't wait for hard mode. Hard mode is always fun. It's something to look forward to whenever you're doing missions. If you're ever tired of doing missions, if you're tired of the time limit one, you're waiting to get through, go to the next stage, you're like, oh wait, I can look forward to hard mode and see all the ridiculous stuff they did in this level. And again, it's not that hard mode is that hard ever, but it's just some of the stuff when you look at it just looks over the top, even if it's not as hard as it looks. And it's just something that amuses me. I don't know. Well, actually, wow. I don't remember ever locking on to all the dynamite packs at once before. That was great. I have to make a note of that to do that more. That's a combo of 9 right there, where I normally just do 3 sets of 3. A lot better. See? You gotta look for things like that in these levels. And yeah, this time limit is also cushy. I have like 55 seconds left, and I'm walking up to the goal line. And I didn't skip anything at all. I mean, I didn't go to the path where the other Melody statue was and do all this other silly stuff, but other than that stuff, I did not
Now
skip
you know
much.
why I am the best.
Just goes to show, some of these time limits are pretty easy. Don't worry, next time limit you see will actually affect the way I do the level. I will actually have to not do certain things and just keep going right to the goal ring. Anyway, here's another hard mode for you. Hard mode is always my favorite time. I don't know if it's yours. It probably is. Be honest. I mean, I do love Lost Chao. Lost Chao missions are just interesting in the fact that there's an actual item that you get. The entire mission is centered around that item. It's really cool. Around the Mystic Melody. And it brings you to a part of the level that you never go to otherwise. I mean, you can go to that part of the level once you have the Mystic Melody. You can go to the part of the level on a non-Lost Chao mission. It'll just be like a light hanging out there or something like that. But it's just, I like what they did with it. I really do. Yeah, this hard mode ain't turning out to be that hard so far. I mean, the beginning was kind of, ooh, 3 guys ready to go. Yeah, okay, so that is where you have to fire quicker, you get pummeled. Because those guys wreck you. They wreck you. They come out of nowhere and just plow right into you where you can shoot them. So far though, hard mode isn't that ridiculous. Yeah, those guys fire right away when they get up close to you, unlike in the other missions, so you gotta destroy them back there like I did. And knocking this place out. Almost at the golden needle. Knock him out. Because he's always the same, no matter what mission it is. These guys gotta try to ram you and laser you. Get rid of them. We are quite a ways through the level now. We only have like a couple checkpoints between us and the goal ring. And I just wanted to get a few more rings so I'd break 80 rings, and realized that I didn't want to do that because it got me a speed boost. If I had had less rings, I would have gotten the 20 rings. That's way more valuable than a stupid speed boost. Speed boost is more hurtful than helpful in the shooting level. Because when you're in this awkward machine, it's not that great to go fast. I mean, sometimes it is. Like, sometimes when I'm doing this level, when I don't have the boosters yet and I'm in the story mode, I want to jump across longer distances, then running fast is great for that. Otherwise, running fast in a shooting level, not that helpful. Not as helpful as it would seem. And they just had to put more spiky balls in my way. They just had to. And now there's going to be about a million of these cans, I bet. More than no. Oh, nope. There's less cans. Interesting. Interesting change. I like what they did there. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what it was for. We're hitting up the last segment of this level. And finally a shield. As we're getting to the last segment of the level, and it no longer matters. Great, thanks guys. Yep. Alright, knock down these doors too. Alright, so I think I have to be up there to actually get all 9 dynamite packs at once. I'll have to keep a note on that again. There's more dynamite packs than all these things. But it's really hard though, there's more dynamite packs than these. Does that actually make it more difficult? I think it just makes it take 2 more seconds than it normally would. I don't know, I guess it all adds up. Yeah. Watch out, these guys are more aggressive than they were in the regular modes, and there's more of them coming out the sides. And that's going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you next time, because next time we have the Lost Colony, the 3rd Eggman
Now
level.
you know why I
By the way,
am
there are
the
going to be
best.
5 Eggman levels in general before we move on to Milo's Tails Prower. See you guys.